What's up, YouTube? Jim here. Happy Sunday. Hope everybody is having a great day. Today we're going to talk a little bit about business, get into packaging, get into marketing, branding, logo design, and specifically how you can use Weedmaps as a valuable tool, a valuable resource for researching those different things I just mentioned, as well as use it as a way to kind of peer in and spy or eavesdrop, if you will, on some other CBD brands and some of the competition. What a lot of people don't realize is starting about 2 years ago, Weedmaps began listing brands in addition to marijuana dispensaries. Not just marijuana brands, but they started listing crossover brands, which are brands that sell both marijuana and CBD. And they started listing CBD brands as well. So they have, each brand has its own page with tons of products, and if you know how to use the site, you can quickly get in there and eavesdrop and spy on other products and use it as a way to inspire yourself or your designers when it comes to logos, packaging, everything, branding message, and just see what other brands are doing. So let's jump into my laptop right now, and you guys can have a look at exactly what I'm talking about. Check it out. Okay, we are in my laptop. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go to weedmaps.com. What you're looking at here is the Weedmaps homepage for Los Angeles, California. I was doing some searching earlier, so it's showing me Los Angeles. If you click this little button right here, this little map icon, whatever, this recenter icon, it's going to open the page, the home page for the geographic area that you're in or closest to. If you're in a spot for whatever reason, if you're in outside of the country, or if you're in Nebraska and it's pulling up Colorado, or you want to see California, or if you're in a state for whatever reason where it's just not showing you data, I don't think that'll happen, but if you have just a blank screen or something like that, you can always just come up to this search bar right here, search Los Angeles. You'll see here that it says neighborhoods. This is the neighborhoods that Weedmaps has the entire area of Los Angeles carved up into. And let's look at downtown Los Angeles. Now I'm showing you how to use one area or one page on Weedmaps, but you can do this throughout the entire site. If you're looking at, for branding, marketing, logo ideas, packaging ideas, this site is a treasure trove. It's a goldmine of data and information. A lot of these brands have spent hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars over the years getting to the point where they are now. So this is some good information to have all in one place. So looking at the home page, the way we're going to use this is in the nav bar up here, the navigation bar. You see it says Home, Maps, Brands. You want to click this Brands link right here. We're going to go into the Brands section of Los Angeles on Weedmaps. There's no dispensaries here, no marijuana dispensaries here. This is just brands. The way they have these brands categorized is by product type. Discover, this is the kind of the home page. It's kind of a catch-all with all of the different products. And then back here you'll see it has flower, concentrate, vape pen, edible, medical. Medical is the term that Weedmaps uses to describe CBD products. So if you click this medical tab, now we're looking at all of the CBD products that are listed on Weedmaps. Now, not all of the products in California. This is just the ones that are listed on Weedmaps. The brands, the companies that have decided to advertise on Weedmaps in the Los Angeles area. This is their CBD products. And we have this carved up or broken down into 3 categories: tinctures, topicals, and capsules. And obviously there's way more than 3 different types of products in the CBD market, in the CBD community. Weedmaps is a little bit of an older site, and they're working on getting their categories straightened out, but for now they kind of lump everything into these 3 categories. For example, here in topicals, you'll see that Kush Queen has their bath bomb here. There's no bath bomb specific category on Weedmaps, so they drop it here in topicals. So what we're going to do is, one thing I want to show you, the first thing is tinctures. This is the top 5 tinctures in Los Angeles, CBD tinctures. And you see here it says 19 products. Let's go ahead and click View All. Now you're looking at all 19 tinctures in Los Angeles, CBD tinctures in Los Angeles on Weedmaps. And having them all on one page allows you to look at all of their packaging, all of their branding and marketing ideas right next to each other. And whatever one jumps out at you the most, that's the one you want to click into. That's the page you want to click into. You want to research that brand. You want to research those products. For me, the one that jumps out the most is the Relief Tincture right here by Papa and Barkley. And what got my attention is this wooden eyedropper, or the wooden pipette, whatever it's called. Yes, their branding is spot on. Their marketing looks great. with the colors and the fonts and the layout. But what really drew my attention, what caught my eye, was this dropper right here. Now, obviously, the dropper has nothing to do with the oil inside, but for now, we're not even, for the sake of this video, the research we're doing, we're not even concerned with the oil or what type of oil is in it. We're just concerned with the packaging and the branding. So this one looks really clean. Another one that jumped out at me, another a tincture that jumped out at me right now when I opened up the page right away, was this Select tincture. The color on this bottle is, very vibrant. It's not too bright, but it's bright enough that the color covers the whole box, so it really jumped out at me. I think that's a good one. If you're looking for color ideas, this teal, blue-green color is very popular right now, and I think it's going to be for a while in the CBD industry. It just has kind of a sterile, a medical feel to it. The next one that jumped out at me is probably the Ignite. And the reason this one jumped out at me is not only because of the packaging, but it's the only picture that has the eyedropper in the picture, in the thumbnail. It's the only product that has the eyedropper in the thumbnail, so that drew my attention to it. As you can see, it's just really easy to scroll through here and just look at the different products. So what I want to do is, you can click here, and as you saw, it takes you into the product, but you can also click on the name of the brand, Papa and Barkley right here, or back here on this page, it says Papa and Barkley. You can just click on the name of the brand. And now I'm looking at all of the different Papa and Barkley products, and as you can see, they're carrying that wood theme through into all of the lids on all of their packaging. And it looks great. I mean, let's click View All Items. This is very inspiring if you're a designer or if you're looking for design ideas. I mean, here's capsules with the wooden lid. They have that tan bottom half of the label. The top half of the label keeps that dark kind of, maybe it's a little bit of a faded navy blue. Looks really clean. Yeah, I really like their packaging a lot. And now we're getting into some of their other THC products, getting away from what we're here to look at. But yeah, I mean, this entire product line, as a consumer, if I'm looking at this, this makes me feel like I'm looking at a company that has their act together and has done some research in terms of putting together a product line, a brand with a message, with a little bit of thought behind it, and it looks professional. And packaging, professional packaging, a lot of times consumers assume that if packaging looks good, the product inside of it is good as well. So this is the first thing that catches their eye. Obviously, the packaging doesn't. It's not what's medicating them. It's not it's not the software, if you will. It's the hardware. But you want to have strong packaging. People have said in the past that you can put a crappy product in packaging and still sell it, but you can't put a really good product in crappy packaging and sell it. That's not the way it works. So let's go back to the brand page, and let's look at another brand. Let's come back over here and look at the Select page. Now, Select is a hybrid brand. They sell a lot of THC products, probably a lot more THC products than they do their CBD products. But once again, we're not really concerned with what's inside of the boxes. We're really more concerned with just the packaging themselves, and that's what we're using for ideas and design inspiration. Select has a really clean look on all of their boxes and all of their packaging. When they bring that teal, blue-green color in, it just pops. I mean, look at how that bottle just jumps off the screen compared to the rest of their packaging for their vapes. I mean, that is just perfect. And here's a kind of a hybrid packaging idea. But it seems like they tie that blue color into the CBD product only. Everything else has its own color. Everything else has that clean silver. Here's purple for more THC. We've got a Pax pod. But again, now this is all THC, so it's getting away from that blue-green color. Let's go back to page 1 where their CBD products were. Then boom, here you have that Nice coloration. Let's go back and look at another brand. Let's look at the Ignite. This is a very well-funded brand, celebrity-owned brand. And you can tell, yeah, that we're looking at THC products, but once again, this could very easily be hemp flower right here. Hemp flower is going to be very popular very soon. It already kind of is. Hemp pre-rolls. This is the packet. I mean, we don't have to be as... there's not as much oversight, there's not as much regulation right now in the hemp oil market in terms of how your products need to be packaged when you compare it to how things are operating or how things are being run in the THC market. But this does give you an idea. Should things come change and come down the rules come down the pipe later on that mandate you have to have a certain type of packaging. This is a good place to get good ideas. Where did their vapes go? I mean, where did their CBD product go? Okay, here's their tropical fruit, 1,000 milligram CBD drops. Looks like that's their only CBD product. Oh, nope, here's a lavender CBD drop. It looks like they went the purple instead of the gold. Blood orange CBD drop. That actually sounds really good. Okay, let's back it up a couple pages. See what else jumps off the page at me here. This one right here, this Helixer 500 milligram organic CBD by Hara CBD. Obviously, no one else has that muted black. We looked at the Ignite, but if you click into Hara, some really clean. Yeah, it looks like they went with a really clean, non-cluttered look. Well, you can't really tell. I'm just looking here at their tinctures. That's a fake image. That's not actually a bottle. Let's click out of here. I'm not feeling this one anymore now that I know that they're fake images, photoshopped images. Care by Design is a real popular CBD brand here in Southern California. They've been around for years. This is probably the fifth or sixth iteration of their packaging, and you can see that they've really started to dial it in. The color, the font, the placement of the information on the label, on the box. It looks really clean. Here's their CBD vape, 18-to-1 CBD vape. Care by Design, CBD. Okay, so this is, once again, how you, and you can just keep on doing this, clicking through. Go back here and click the brands. Switch it up, go into San Francisco. Let's go into San Francisco. Come down here, click into medical, so we're in the CBD section. Some of these are going to be the same, some of them are going to be different, because once again, some of these brands, operate statewide. These are just brands that are being sold in marijuana dispensaries. I'm sure Weedmaps, with the popularity of CBD, they're coming out with some sort of solution for all of the different online CBD retailers and the different products that are out there. But for now, this is just a resource for CBD companies, future CBD companies, you guys out there who need ideas for packaging, who need inspiration for packaging, for logos, for design. This is a treasure trove of information here. I mean, let's look at here an Enjoyable. This is another THC/CBD brand, but I mean, look at this branding. This is, man. This is how you put together packaging, branding. I mean, the marketing campaign that you could build around the font and the colors that are used here. It looks awesome. Yeah, this is definitely, the last time I looked at their brand page, Enjoyable didn't have all of this coloration going here, all of these new colors. They've updated their packaging here within the last couple months for sure. So, if you guys have any questions about Weedmaps, anything we've covered here, like I said, shoot me an email, support@thecbdseller.com, or use the comment section below here. Let's go ahead and jump out of the laptop, jump back into my office, and wrap this up. So as you can see, there is a ton of good information in Weedmaps. It's just a matter of spending the time getting in the website, digging around, and finding it. Take a couple hours, look around. If you guys have any questions, any comments, any complaints, reach out to me. Support@thecbdseller.com is my email, or use the comment section below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up. It helps a lot. I'm Jim for the CBD Seller. I will see you guys in the next video.